Hello there, I am Benedicta Dodu with the evening news here on Adoatv. The evening news is brought to you by Aztec Roofing Sheet and Cookware, Migo Purified Drinking Water, Blue City Ties and Accessories, and Yaxon Herbal Mixture. Remember, the evening news is also streaming live on Facebook at Adoatv Ghana. Look at our top stories for tonight's bulletin. Supreme Court strikes out Mahama's application for review and stay proceedings. The Inspector General of Police has paid a visit to the Upper West region of Ghana as crime rates in the region are increasing daily. And the Ghana Federation for Disability has expressed their displeasure over the actions of the Ghana Police Service over a restraining order by the service. And in business, domestic tax revenue hit 31 billion in the last year. And in sports, Accra Hearts of Oak blames their former coach, Costa Papich. And on the international front, Prime Minister of Georgia has resigned for the fear of political instability in the country. We will be bringing you details of these stories and more in this bulletin. Now, moving on to our first story, the Supreme Court has dismissed a review application by former President John Dramani Mahama challenging the court's decision not to compel the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Mrs. Jane Adukwe Mensah. Now, in a ruling today, a 9-member review panel of the court held that lawyers for Mr. Mahama failed to meet the criteria for review as stipulated by law. According to the court, the petitioner did not raise any new points, neither did he provide any exceptional circumstance for which the court should review its ruling on February 11th. Albert Ego is on the line to give us more details on this. Hello, Albert.
Hello. Hello.
Albert, good evening.
Very good evening, Mr. Bennett.
Albert, can you throw more light on this very story that we're talking about?
Okay, so today, police proceedings started at exactly 11:30 today.
Okay.
Counsel for the petitioner, Mr. Tafiti Kata, had argued that the court should review its decision because Mrs. Mensah had made statements in her affidavit that she will testify. He also argued that the court did not make reference to Section 26 of the Evidence Act, which made it a must for Mrs. to testify based on the representations made. Counsel for the petitioner also submitted that his client, Mr. John Dramani Mahama, wanted Mrs. Mensah to testify not because they wanted the court to compel the EC to adduce evidence, but because Mrs. Mensah had made representations in the affidavit to testify. He also argued that counsel that Mrs. Mensah, as the third person of the EC, must testify in the interest of justice due to the fact that he declared the 2020 presidential election result. However, lawyers for the two respondents, that is EC and President Nana Akufo-Addo, eventually opposed the review application. Lead counsel for EC, Mr. Justin Amanupo, argued that the review did not meet the criteria as it did not raise any new issue. Also, lawyer for President Akufo-Addo, Mr. Koto Ampao, described the review application as unmeritorious, which means it doesn't have any grounds. The petitioner However, the lead counsel for the second respondent, Mr. Kutu Ampao, said that the petitioner was using review as a backdoor attempt to re-argue his case for the EC chairperson to testify. But at the end of the day, the Supreme Court dismissed the review application against an earlier ruling of the court that witnesses cannot be compelled to testify in the case filed by lawyers of the petitioner in the listing petition hearing. The Chief Justice in the has, however, adjourned the case to Monday, 22nd of February 2021 for review of dismissed case of petitioner to reopen his case and file a subpoena of Jane Mensah. Yes, and so basically that is what actually happened in court today.
Oh, okay. But Albert, since you've been following the proceedings, do you have any idea or have they stated what exactly the criteria is?
I don't get the question well, please.
The criteria they are saying Mr. Mohammed's team is not meeting. Did they state the exact criteria they are referring to?
Yes, they did. But I would have to go through my book for that long, because it's a long criteria. I think 5 issues that were supposed to be looked at by the court in this election petition.
All right.
So, yes.
All right. So then we should look forward to another hearing.
Yes. On Monday, there will be another review of the case that was dismissed by the Supreme Court about the petitioner reopening his case in order to file a subpoena on Jane Mensah to testify for more evidence.
Okay. Thank you very much, Albert. And that was my colleague Albert Ego on the line, giving us more details on the proceedings at the Supreme Court. Now, moving on, the Ghana Federation for Disability has described the restraining order secured by the Greater Accra Regional Police Command from a high court to prohibit its members from embarking on a peaceful march as an unfortunate incident. The GFD had scheduled a march to present a petition to the Ministry for Gender, Children and Social Protection and the National Council on Persons with Disabilities on the delay in the review of the Disability Act 715 by government.
The police, in a statement on Wednesday, said it had secured a court injunction to stop the Ghana Federation for Disability from embarking on the activity. The statement, issued by the Regional Public Affairs Unit of the Ghana Police, signed by Chief Inspector Bright Kwabena Danso of the Public Affairs Unit, said the prohibition order follows an affidavit filed by the police upon receipt of notification from the Executive Director of GFD, Rita Kusitreman, on the intended demonstration. The chairman of the National Advocacy Committee of the Ghana Federation of Disability, Alexander Banklo Williams, said the move by the police is anti-human and shameful. He said the Federation will find alternative means to present their petition to the respective institutions. We will do our best to present our petition without violating the ex parte injunction that the police has placed on our demonstration. We feel that the Ghana Police Service must be ashamed of itself for what they have tried to do, because persons with disability have been marginalized for a very long time in this country. All we have done was to notify the police to have a peaceful march containing not more than 25 people and adhering to the social distancing to present our petition. It shows how anti-human the Ghana Police Service is and how barbaric they can get.
Now, away from the Supreme Court, you are likely to have a frustrated day should you visit the Katamanto market, especially on Wednesdays and Thursdays for shopping by transport. You will have to alight at a point and walk due to the heavy traffic situation. Now, the activities of traders who have extended their wares onto pavement and sections of the road have worsened the traffic situation. The presence of cargo vehicles parking at one end of the road to offload wares belonging to the traders have appeared to be another pressing cause of the heavy traffic situation at the market. Isaac Otu has been assessing the situation and has come through with the following report.
The activities of traders who have extended their wares onto pavements and sections of the road have worsened the traffic situation in Kantamanto, a trading hub in the central business district of Accra. Shoppers are therefore compelled under the circumstances to walk on the roads, thereby slowing down the movement of vehicles. Besides, the unauthorized parking of vehicles on one part of the 2 lanes of the Kantamanto Market Road has forced motorists to only use one section of the road. Vehicles move at a snail pace in traffic, which concurrently doubles the duration one is to cover when plying the road. The situation above is doubled with pedestrians and passengers boarding churchill vehicles, as the vehicles are not spacious enough for the passengers to stretch their legs to ease the pain of staying too long in traffic. Although the Assembly has deployed a task force team to control the traffic situation on the road, it seems their operations are not effective. Instead of a minute's maximum drive from Rollins Park to Kantamanto, it takes over 30 minutes. This has brought frustration to shoppers, traders, and passengers. Emmanuel Adam is one of these frustrated shop owners who laments the impact of the traffic situation on his business.
Well, sometimes you realize there will be double parking on the road. And then when there's double parking, they have to climb the pavement. Now, I think you can see that that structure there. They just did it about a month ago. So that is what has stopped them. Other than that, they come on the pavement. When there are 2 cars parked, double, they don't have any place to, to move. They come on the pavement. No, I'm talking about the trucks. Yeah, they come on the pavement. They come on the pavement. And when they are coming with force. Whether you like it or not, they are coming. So you have to give them way. So I think it's the double park. Just if you look at this taxi driver, he has just parked. You know it's one way. So when the big truck is coming right now, it can't, go through. So you don't have to park. But they would deliberately park. When you talk, there's going to be a problem.
The news team spoke to Umaru Gariba, head of deployed task force team, to manage the situation.
The Kias and the cargoes by the trailers, we don't have control on them. And they are the majority people that block the way. That every Thursday, we're in difficult problems. So if we are not here to control the traffic, definitely the traffic cannot be able to move. It's sometimes up to 11 o'clock, the whole road is choked. No, it's part of my own duty to do that too. I cannot concentrate of assisting the marshal of taking money without assisting the vehicle should be moving. It's my own duty to allow, to make sure that there is no traffic on the way. That's why always I'm on the ground to make sure he's taking his money, he's taking his revenue. I'm also controlling the traffic.
Every little space is jammed with trading activities. Meanwhile, all cautions about COVID-19 has been thrown to the wind, as most people were neither seen practicing social distancing due to the congestion of the market, nor in their nose masks. Isaac Otu, Kantamanto Markets, Adoa News, Accra.
That does it for the local news segment on Adoatv Evening News. We'll be right back with more news.
Supa na wanya pomuden se wo benu nsu a hwe hu ni se eye mega purified mineral water eye nsu a yetu ni baby pa asaso ni so se kroje se wonya mega purified mineral water bogu ubu a wo see you manum nsupa mega mineral water de edanso esan say the modern technology so na aye ede na nkabia ni atri mega purified mineral water bacteria na mhen wa bewrem eye very hygienic obia di wadanse mega mineral water neatly packaged for 500 ml bottle bottles mu na wani bosua na wokon donsio wobenya Migo purified mineral water to bebia to phone code dodo wa amanfo tipa junction and now 05070554009 and now 055-392-1088. Migo purified mineral water. Akona kono.
Blue City is a manufacturer and supplier of high-quality fashion accessories. We design and make quality bow ties, flying ties, lapel pins, ladies' brooches, fabric necklaces, African wares, and so much more for your weddings, schools, institutions, bands, choir, singing groups, individuals, and so many more. We use both African prints and foreign fabrics to make your beautiful accessories for you. Oh yeah! Contact us via call or WhatsApp or SMS on 0240-926-564. Locate us at Odoko Official Town opposite Emils Preparatory School. Check us out on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Blue City Fashion. Blue City, creativity and style.
Ago, good people of Ghana. Here are some safety measures on prevention of coronavirus. 1. Cover your mouth with tissue when you cough or sneeze. Dispose of tissue into a bin immediately you cough into it and wash your hands with soap under running water. Avoid shaking hands and use sanitizers as often as you can. Signs and symptoms of coronavirus include fever, cough, sneezing, and difficulty in breathing. Should you experience any of these, or for more inquiries, please contact 0558 439 868. That's 0558 439 868, or call 0509 497 700. That's 0509 497 700.
Remember to always wash your hands with soap and running water.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health, the Ghana Health Service, and partners.
John, what's in you? Wow, Eddie, what boy, Juma. I check a roofing now. Oh, you fell one casa from Asatek. Oh, now Simon, the roofing is up, baby, nice. Why the catch you? Asatek roofing sheet today, and your nice cake with the bodan swa a chee and renache. They want to call us a hood of a fair for the bree. No one free roofing sheet, no dear. Who hear that will be out? Now, so the bodan swa a zero supampe. What means which Roma send your open roofing sheet? You try the summer on pepe. Mamma poor Asatek money there. One of my technical advice na estimate free or professional installers and so on your on-site installation. Oh yes, quality and new with that feminine. Asatek 5 days pay now can order. Now a year after sales service proper being so. Asatek Watema Community 2 Meridian Road at Benkoko Board Warehouse Western Region. So Asatek Watakra de Anaji Yeni Princeland Hotel and Edition and a Volta Region Yawo Akachi South District Assembly Kwainosua.
Welcome back. This is the evening news on Adoatv. Now moving on to some business news. The emergence of coronavirus has impacted every productive sector of the economy, with data showing that revenue generated from domestic taxes, that is non-oil, from January to October 2019 performed better than in the same period the previous year when there was no pandemic. The report showed that domestic tax revenue, which includes revenue generated from customs, direct taxes from IRS, and indirect taxes, VAT, recorded more than 31.3 billion cedis in October 2020 compared to the 29.3 billion Ghana cedis recorded in the same period last year, representing a 6.6 percentage point increase. The analysis, with the exception of VAT and the other two domestic tax revenue generation activities, that is customs and direct tax saw increases in their values during the second quarter when restrictions of movement on persons and closures and businesses were partially lifted.
The report indicated that customs receipts recorded 2.6 billion cedis in the second quarter of 2020 as compared to the 1.7 billion in the first quarter. Direct taxes also recorded 4.4 billion in the second quarter as compared to 3.7 billion Ghana cedis in the previous quarter. However, that could not be said of indirect taxes, VAT, as revenue declined to 1.9 billion Ghana cedis from the 2.1 billion Ghana cedis recorded in the first quarter. In the third quarter, VAT receipts bounced back to 2.2 billion due to the increase of economic activities in the country following the lifting of all restrictions. However, direct tax revenue saw a marginal decline in the third quarter, recording 4.3 billion. With regards to receipts from customs, they recorded increments in revenue for all 3 quarters under discussion. This takes domestic tax revenue generated from all 3 sectors to 27.1 billion Ghana cedis as of third quarter 2020, with the October 2020 figure taking the total of 31.3 billion Ghana cedis for the first 10 months of the pandemic this year. Government in the mid-year budget revised total non-oil tax revenue to 40.7 billion Ghana cedis, representing 10.6% of GDP, which is 4.3 billion Ghana cedis lower than the pre-pandemic budget target of 45 billion Ghana cedis. The revision, according to the budget, was on account of a significant shortfall in import duties as well as shortfalls in both the domestic direct and indirect taxes. Total revenue and grants have also been revised to 53.7 billion Ghana cedis, representing 13.9% of GDP in 2020, representing a 20% decrease over the original 2020 budget target of 67.1 billion Ghana cedis. All these point to the impact the pandemic had on economic activities during the first wave, which subsequently sent the country into its first recession in nearly 4
newsonline.com for more business news. We'll be right back with sports.
Blue City is a manufacturer and supplier of high-quality fashion accessories. We design and make quality bow ties, flying ties, lapel pins, ladies' brooches, fabric necklaces, African wares, and so much more for your weddings, schools, institutions, bands, choir, singing groups, individuals, and so many more. We use both African print and foreign fabrics to make your beautiful accessories for you. Oh yeah! Contact us via call or WhatsApp or SMS on 0240 926 564. Locate us at Odoko Official Town opposite Emils Preparatory School. Check us out on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Blue City Fashion. Blue City, creativity and style.
Ago, good people of Ghana. Here are some safety measures on prevention of coronavirus. 1. Cover your mouth with tissue when you cough or sneeze. Dispose of tissue into a bin immediately you cough into it and wash your hands with soap and running water. Avoid shaking hands and use sanitizers as often as you can. Signs and symptoms of coronavirus include fever, cough, sneezing, and difficulty in breathing. Should you experience any of these, or for more inquiries, please contact 0558 439 868. That's 0558 439 868, or call 0509 497 700. That's 0509 497 700.
Remember to always wash your hands with soap and running water.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health, the Ghana Health Service, and partners.
numu nsupa na wanya apomuden se wo ba numu nsu a hwe hu ni se eye migo purified mineral water eye nsu a yetu ni baby pa asaso ni so se kroje se wonya migo purified mineral water bogu ubu a wo see you manumu nsupa migo mineral water de edanso esan say the modern technology so na ye ede ne nkabia ni atri migo purified mineral water bacteria na mhenu aberem eye very hygienic obia di wadanse migo mineral water neatly packaged for 500 ml bottles mu na wani bosua na wokon donsio wo benya migo purified mineral water to bebia to phone call dodo wa amount 40 per junction and afre 050 7055 409 and 055 392 1088 migo purified mineral water akona kono.
Time for some sports updates, and Accra Hearts of Oak have responded to the club's former coach Costa Papich for allegedly masterminding a crisis that had led to a division among the playing body of the club. Now addressing the press in Accra, board member Dr. Nyao Tamaklo said contrary to the Serbian coach's claim that he was sacked, the Serbian coach willingly quit the job after only 2 months in charge, despite persuasions from the club's board chairman, Togbe Afedi the 14th, to rescind his decision. Dr. Nyao Tamaklo also refuted claims that a coach faced interference, describing such claim as a figment of the coach's imagination, and dared him to come out and prove where and how his job was interfered with.
We have found it important that we issue this statement to the public on the state of affairs of the club, arising out of the resignation of the head coach, Konstantin Papic. We wish to confirm that Papic was not sacked, but resigned on his own accord, despite pleadings from the board, especially the board chairman, who has had a very cordial relationship with him since he has been here. His reasons, as stated in his resignation letter, were personal, and also because results have not gone the way he expects, and he does not think things will change for the better. He further indicated that he further indicated to the board that in this position and with his experience in situations such as the one we found ourselves, where the coach was not having the cooperation of the playing body and they feel unhappy, to quote him, it is best here is a change of a coach. These are his own words. At a board meeting, members present, Togbe Afede, Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo, Honorable Vincent Odota Soa, Justice Ivy Heward Mills, Frank Nelson, Nwokolo, Elvis Hesse, NCC Chairman, Alhaji Akambi, Jonas Jani. The coach stated the following specific reason for his resignation: lack of trust from the players, players' refusal to abide by his instructions, divisions in the playing body, general lack of cooperation from the players, and his inability to turn the situation around. The board subsequently met with the playing body and inquired from them what their opinions were on the situation in the club, especially regarding the poor performance. Their position was as follows: favoritism by the head coach, fielding his favorite players even if they were injured. Inconsistencies of his instructions, lack of unity in the team, and failure by the head coach to keep a winning team. These were the complaints of the players. The players went on to say that, consequent to the above behavior and conduct of the head coach, they felt nervous playing and were generally not happy. They were further of the opinion that the coach's inconsistency might be arising from his being influenced by social media commentators. It is worthy of note that every player spoke, 25 of them. The players informed the board that he had earlier met with the coach and informed him that the problem in the team was him. I'm quoting what the players said. And that they were not happy with his selection. An inconsistency in the team. As to his response to them, they said he did not say anything. We are therefore by this statement challenging Coach Papich that he comes out with reasons both as stated in his resignation letter and orally to the board as to why he resigned and why the club has slumped since the game with Olympics. This will curtail the speculations in the media. The board has accepted his resignation since, according to him, and I quote, he does not think the players would listen to his instructions, and that we need a new coach to bring about what he described as, in quote, shock therapy. And also considering that the players seem to have lost confidence in him. The board is therefore taking steps.
Meanwhile, 2020 SWAG Sports Personality of the Year Raphael Bocho Nkegbe has begun preparations towards the 2020-21 Paralympic Games, which is slated to take place in Tokyo, Japan. The versatile para-athlete is training at the Accra Sports Stadium and explained his early preparation is geared towards ending his medal drought at the Olympics after 3 missed attempts. Mind Nkegbe's training at the stadium is non-residential and forms part of multiple training to be completed before leaving for Tokyo.
I'm here at the Accra Sports Stadium where para-athlete Raphael Bocho Nkegbe has started his non-residential campaign for the Olympic Games in Japan. He's the first Ghanaian to qualify for the Olympic Games with his personal best of 14.22 seconds in a 100-meter wheelchair race in Arizona. Yeah, currently is Raphael Bocho Nkegbe. We are going to engage him about how he has started his preparations and whether he has also received some financial support from the government. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Doing great.
Yeah, I can see you have started a non-residential campaign and for the Olympic Games in Japan. So far, how has preparations been?
So far, the year just started, and as an athlete, it's always a job we chose ourselves to do, and you need to always be ready, even though the pandemic has come and so many things has been put on hold in terms of the Paralympics, the Olympics. But as an athlete and a professional athlete like myself, always need to be ready because Tokyo is coming up this year. So as athletes, what I normally do, start the year with training, making sure I'm ready. That's all we have started so far.
Okay, you have a personal best of 14.22 seconds. Are you looking forward to break that record in the Olympic Games?
The aim for an athlete is being set by you. So it's always a joy to break your PB. And breaking your PB means that you are improving. And if God willing, was able to break that PB this year in Tokyo, it means that definitely Ghana is getting a medal. Because that time currently is rank 7 in the world from 2019 up to date. The year just started, some of the IPC events, the qualification has opened for other athletes who could not make it through because of the pandemic throughout the year. So the qualification will be ending around first week in June. So I'm looking forward, even before Tokyo, God willing, get myself in 1 or 2 competitions before Tokyo. I'll be able to break that time, and that has been my target, because my PB is always my target. And if you break your PB, you mean that you are improving.
So can you guarantee?
Tokyo.
Okay. The games will start in August. Would you like to move to Tokyo ahead of time to acclimatize or to intensify your training before the game starts?
That would be great, because as I'm talking to you, I'm in contact with some of my colleagues from other countries, especially the United States has always been one of that's where all my racing career started from. And I know some of the athletes will be moving to Tokyo 1 month ahead. So that would be good, because looking at with the measure that will be put in place, your athletes need to go and acclimatize, the medical wise, if there's any issue in terms of the COVID, you need to have time to recover this. So in terms of preparation, I will really love, and that has something that I've been hearing for all the time, that if you are going to competition, it's always going to be good to go ahead at least 4 weeks, at least 3 weeks, 1 month, to have enough training, because that's where you are going to compete. So I'm looking forward. That should be part of the plan that the National Paralympics Committee might have, or the para-athletics might have. If the nation itself plan that they might put in the store for the athletes who will be going to the Tokyo, from the boxers to all other sports, the able-bodied athletics and the para-athletes, all the measures they might put in place, it should be equally share for all the athletes.
Okay. Finally, before we let you go, have you received any kind of motivation, being that if you win gold, you are going to get this amount of money, silver or bronze? Have you heard anything of sort?
At the moment, I can say that the International Game Committee haven't come out with any package yet. The National Paralympics Committee haven't come out with any package yet. But I always say that the bigger package I can give myself is to making sure I represent my nation and represent it well. It's always great to do something for those who are looking up to you. That has been my self-motivation. And I always also believe that if you promise to give me $10,000 in terms of winning gold, I'll prefer you putting $9,000 in my preparation. If I win gold, you give me $1,000. I know that you have invested in me and you have pushed me there to win that medal. But me going through all this hassle and winning medal, and before coming to show appreciation in terms of what you have done, sometimes it's not motivating enough, because your preparation always will determine what you get at the end.
Okay, so
And that is it for the sports news. We'll return shortly with international news.
John, wofi ni new. Wow, ede ye fe, ede wabɔ adwuma. I check wofi na, oye fe wankasa from Asatek. Oh, na say mo roofing sheets aba bebre nice keke. Why na ka kire o? Asatek roofing sheet de, enye nice keke o. Wo de bodan so a eche yie, enwe na ache. Na wo na colors ahodo fe bebre. No mo ne free roofing sheet no de. Wo nya dad wa bia o. Na so de bodan so a ejire so pampe. Wo tumi so kire mo se ne ope roofing sheet no. Wo twa de sama pepepe. Mama po Asatek mo ni de. Wo ma technical advice na estimate free or professional installers and so on your on-site installation. Oh yes, quality and new with that feminine.
Asatek 5 days pay na musa kan order na a year after sales service proper binso. Sheshe Asatek Watema Community 2 Meridian Road at Cocoa Board Warehouse Western Region. So Asatek Watakrade Anaji Yeni Princeland Hotel and Edin Shenimu and a Volta Region Yawo Akachi South District Assembly Kwainusuwa.
Go. good people of Ghana, here are some safety measures on prevention of coronavirus. 1. Cover your mouth with tissue when you cough or sneeze. Dispose of tissue into a bin immediately you cough into it and wash your hands with soap and running water. Avoid shaking hands and use sanitizers as often as you can. Signs and symptoms of coronavirus include fever, cough, sneezing, and difficulty in breathing. Should you experience any of these, or for more inquiries, please contact 0558 439 868. That's 0558 439 868, or call 0509 497 700. That's 0509 497 700.
Remember to always wash your hands with soap and running water.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health, the Ghana Health Service, and partners.
Blue City is a manufacturer and supplier of high-quality fashion accessories. We design and make quality bow ties, flying ties, lapel pins, ladies' brooches, fabric necklaces, African wares, and so much more for your weddings, schools, institutions, bands, choir, singing groups, individuals, and so many more. We use both African prints and foreign fabrics to make your beautiful accessories for you. Oh yeah! Contact us via call or WhatsApp or SMS on 0240 926 564. Locate us at Odoko Official Town opposite Emils Preparatory School. Check us out on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Blue City Fashion. Blue City, creativity and style.
Moving on to some entertainment news now. The acting president of the Musician Union of Ghana, Mr. Bessa Simon, has stated that the union must cater for aged musicians who are members of the union. He disclosed this in an interview with Adoatv's reporter Tina Love. He said during the outbreak of COVID-19 in 2020, the union solicited funds and help from active members to assist the aged.
According to Mr. Bisa Simon, the Music Union of Ghana embark on yearly projects to support the union members, but due to the pandemic, they are calling on musicians and the general public to support the aged musicians who have retired from music. Some artists like Stoneboy Sue and others have gladly donated to the union to assist the aged. These came in both cash and kind, have been distributed to aged musicians across the country. He said all the 16 regions in the country received items donated to retired musicians. However, he said the union will decide on their projects for 2021 soon.
Well, Musica did a project. It's not the minister. Musica did a project because nothing was going, nothing was coming. And every year we used to raise funds for the aged musicians. But we couldn't do that fundraising because of the COVID-19, because everybody was busy somewhere, everybody was fighting, the helper needs help. So it became very, very difficult. So we put it upon ourselves to go around and see if we can get anything, at all the foodstuffs, monies and things, and then we give it to them. We got something, not very big. Even some musicians, such as Sue, Stoneboy, you know, they all donated something. And then the minister also donated something. So we gathered all this together. And as you know, Musica will look after all the regions. So whatever we had, according to our membership, agent membership, we sent it to the regions for them to be given to the aged musician. That is not going on. We finished with that project. So we don't know, maybe this year, the way things are going, we might have to start again, you know, and then, because we always have to look after the aged first, because they are very vulnerable. Most of them are not well. Most of them are not even working anymore. But so that any little thing that we get that will sustain them will go a long way. So we will discuss it with the Executive Council, and we'll see if it's a good idea. We will open that channel again.
Okay, so Avance Media has announced 50 young Ghanaians as the most influential personalities for the year 2020. This nomination is based on how much influence these individuals have had in society with both their craft and businesses. They released the list on Wednesday, 17th February 2021. Some young celebrities who made it onto the list include Stonebwoy, Kiddy, Clemento Suarez, Kwame Eugene, Amayao Deborah, Dinah Hamilton, Zion Felix, among others.
The 2020 Most Influential Young Ghanaian list has been released by Advance Media after a thorough research on how these individuals has positively impacted the society and young ones with their crafts and businesses. Both young and old talents in the industry have made it to the list following their massive contribution to the industry in the past years. Some household names that were nominated are Stonebwoy, Kiddy, Sister Ifia, Kwame Eugene, Wendy Shea, Zion Felix, G.H. Kweku, Dinah Hamilton, Medical, Bellamundi, Dance God Lord, Manual Photography, Clemento Suarez, among others.
That is it for entertainment. We'll be right back with international news.
Super na wanya pomuden se wo banum nso a hwe hu ni se eye mega purified mineral water eye nso a yetu ni baby pa asaso ni so se kroje se wonya mega purified mineral water bogu ubu a wo see you manum super mega mineral water de edanso esan say the modern technology so na ye ede na nkabia ni atri mega purified mineral water bacteria na mhen wa bewrem eye very hygienic obia di wadanse mega mineral water neatly packaged for 500 ml bottles. Na wani boswa na ukon donsio wobanya mega purified mineral water to bebia to phone code dodo wa amount 40 per junction and now for 050-7055-409 and now 055-392-1088 mega purified mineral water akona kono.
Blue City is a manufacturing supply of high-quality fashion accessories. We design and make quality bow ties, flying ties, lapel pins, ladies' brooches, fabric necklaces, African wares, and so much more for your weddings, schools, institutions, bands, choir, singing groups, individuals, and so many more. We use both African prints and foreign fabrics to make your beautiful accessories for you. Oh yeah! Contact us via call or WhatsApp or SMS on 0240-926-564. Locate us at Odoko Official Town opposite Emils Preparatory School. Check us out on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Blue City Fashion. Blue City, creativity and style.
John, what's in you? Wow, Eddie, what boy, Juma. I check a roofing now. Oh, you fell one casa from Asatek. Oh, now, Simon, the roofing is about baby, nice. Why the catch rail? Asatek roofing sheet today, and your nice keke with the bodan swa a chee and renache. They want to call us a hood of a fair so the bree. No one free roofing sheet, no dear. Who hear that will be out? Now, so the bodan swa a zero supampe. What means which Roman send your open roofing sheet? We try the summer of pepe. Mama poor Asatek when you're there. One of my technical advice na estimate free or professional installers nso a want your on-site installation. Ne boss crowd da from pa. Oh yes, quality ne bo da feminine. Asatek 5 days pay na unsa kan order. Na we year after sales service proper bin so. Hwehwe Asatek Watema Community 2, Meridian Road, Ebenkoko Board Warehouse, Western Region so Asatek Takrade Anaji, Yeni Princeland Hotel and the Shinimu. And a Volta Region yawo Akachi South District Assembly Kwano so wa.
international front, the Prime Minister of Georgia has resigned over plans to arrest an opposition leader, saying the move could cause political escalation. George Gakaria said a court decision to place Nika Melia in pre-trial detention poses a risk to the health and lives of citizens. Meanwhile, Mr. Melia has been accused of organizing mass violence during anti-government protests in 2019. He denies the charges but faces a 9-year sentence if convicted.
Earlier this week, a court in the capital, Tbilisi, ordered that the opposition leader should be arrested for failing to pay an increased bail fee. Mr. Melia, who is the leader for the United National Movement, told AFP news agency that the charges were part of ongoing repressions against the opposition. Georgia has been gripped by a political crisis over the results of parliamentary elections in October, with protesters and the opposition accusing the ruling party of rigging the polls and intimidating voters. The case against Mr. Melia dates back to 2019, when thousands of protesters attempted to storm Georgia's parliament after a Russian member of parliament took the speaker's seat and gave a speech in Russian. Riot police prevented them from entering the building, but hundreds of people were injured. The incident reignited anger over Moscow's presence in Georgia almost a decade after a war over the breakaway region of South Ossetia.
Now, a huge storm sweeping across the southern U.S. has killed at least 21 people and left millions without power. There have been widespread blackouts in Texas, where the energy grid was overwhelmed by a surge in demand. Millions of people in the state, which rarely experiences such low temperatures, have been struggling to cope with the lack of power and frigid conditions. The extreme weather is forecast to continue until the weekend. Deaths attributed to the storm have been recorded in Texas, Louisiana, Kentucky, North Carolina, and Missouri.
There have been widespread blackouts in Texas, where the energy grid was overwhelmed by a surge in demand. The National Weather Service said more than 150 million Americans were now under winter storm warnings. On Tuesday, it was reported that more than 73% of the United States was covered by snow. The freezing storm has even reached northern and central parts of Mexico, where millions of people have experienced days of intermittent power cuts. I'm in Houston, Texas, freezing to death. One Twitter user, Chris Prince, wrote, "No power, no heat, no water. I have 4 young children. How is this happening right now?" Another user, Josh Mogerman, wrote that a friend in Texas had resorted to burning furniture in the fireplace to stay warm. The recorded deaths include people who have died in traffic accidents, as well as some who suffered carbon monoxide poisoning from running cars and generators indoors to stay warm.
And that is how we wrap up tonight on the evening news on Adoatv. A recap of our top stories: Supreme Court strikes out Mahama's application for review and stay proceedings. Ghana Federation for Disability has expressed their displeasure over the actions of the Ghana Police Service over restraining order by the service. And in business, domestic tax revenue hit 31 billion cedis in the last year. And in sports, Accra Hearts of Oak blames their former coach, Costa Papic. And on the international front, Prime Minister of Georgia has resigned for the fear of political instability in the country. My name is Benedicta Dodu. Thanks for staying with us, and thanks to Migo Purified Drinking Water, Aztec Roofing Sheet, and cookware, Blue City Ties and Accessories, and Yaxin Herbal Mixture. Thanks to you for staying to watch the evening news on Adoatv. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook at Adoatv Online. Now, for more news, do log on to our website, adoatvonline.com.